I have the joy. In fact, I will have more rest of mind. So it is not something that you are doing by yourself, but just because God have ordained you to do this. So I want to use this opportunity to say thank you very much, sir. We are seeing what you are doing. We have seen your good work. We are listening to you. My prayer is that the Almighty God will continue to uphold you. You are a man indeed. God bless you for all your good works. And to other ministers here, you guys are wonderful. Without you guys, ordinary someone like me, at this time, will not be here talking. That is why I picked this mic. God bless all of you, Sister Nkiru, all the ministers, Auntie Eunice, Sister Stella, so many of you. God will bless. The ones I remember the name, the ones I did not remember, God bless you all. And God will continue to protect each and every one of you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. That is what I want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Storm. Isioma. Isioma, are you there? Ancestral Warriors. Ancestral Warriors. Mbam. Mbam.
Hello.
Ancestral Warriors.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm greeting everybody on the journey we are doing. I know it will not become an easy journey, but one footstep will bring the journey to an end. Because another they say that a drop of water makes an ocean. So we'll continue doing what we are doing. Based on the topic, staying indoors, Biafran and other things. We need to uphold this sit at home very seriously. I've been telling people around me, like I said yesterday, we need to pick up our mic and phone and call people, that is our relations and friends all over, and tell them what is happening and share it on our platforms. Then because all can see the Fulanis and our Fulani slave masters in our land have vowed in order to destroy our destiny, destroy our nation, destroy our tribe, destroy everything concerning us. Based on the issue that we discussed in the afternoon, the different life matters. You see that every race on this planet Earth hated us. It is only we Biafrans that can save ourselves. If we should begin to talk it, you see, like on the recent killings that happened in Ihamufu stroke, Ebonyi State and Enugu, we see what the governor of Mba said. That as far the distance between Enugu town and the Ihamufu, Mba, yes, Mba mounted CCTV camera all over Enugu, but the CCTV camera was in Enugu city. Then, but that place in the village, there's nothing like that. So when they brought out one, so maybe and arrange somebody, I know they will pay the guy. Say they have seen an Igbo guy that was crossing. He made it 3 days after the the killings. So they said they have seen the guy that, so the guy was like confessing. So then we started asking questions. But you wanted CCTV camera. Why did the CCTV camera didn't capture the Fulani terrorists when they were doing the massacre and the time when they finished, when they were going? He said the CCTV camera was tampered, was thought it doesn't show very well. But your own CCTV camera can see the man going on his way after 3 days, a man without arms. So that's why he said when they were torturing the guy, he said it was not Fulanis, it's Igbos. So for you to see how mean these people are, they can destroy, they can kill their own brothers in order for them to maintain that their positions. Like what I'm saying now, if anybody should come to Enugu, last year Mba destroyed everything in Enugu city. The major market in Enugu, Mba destroyed everything. Chased people away, made people homeless, made people jobless. Now Mba is building his own empire, his own business, targeting that he's building park. I've watched it now, and I used to tell people that this thing this man is building shopping mall, it doesn't look like a park. A park will have a very big space where cars will can be there and be parking. But this one is building it. If anybody has been in Enugu, go to ShopRite Enugu or go to Spa, you see how they build Spa. They will build stands, use main road and build roundabout. That is the same thing Demba build, and he was saying it is a bus park. I said, this way he's building it in Enugu City, building in Garki, building in Nabapa, building in different, building in Soka, destroy the whole major markets. Mba has bought over everything over. And he did the same thing, he's making the people's life hell in Enugu. A shop now in Enugu is paying for like, in a month, more than 40,000 naira. Whether you are a pure water shop or anything, then drivers now are paying 1,000 naira every day. You come out, whether you work anything you do not, check it for like a month, 1 year. If you see how the same thing is using everything. So these people that are using the agenda, even they will even use our money and be sponsoring terrorism in our land. Okay, I saw a video this evening where Soludo have packed the whole military armament he has to go and check. But the only thing they went in a bush and stayed there. They stopped there. They were not going forward again because I know they cannot match our men. So what am I saying in essence? These people have devised a means in order to destroy us. It is only we to stand up. We that valued our destiny, we that valued our kingdom, we that valued our nation, because Biafran land cannot be subjugated. Biafran land cannot be destroyed. If they cannot destroy this our land in far back centuries ago, is it now? They made everything, any ingenuity that comes from Biafra, Europeans will always destroy it using our own people. Somebody gave if many instance of innocent when Innocent was building his car, assembling everything. Innocent can build many things, but the Fulanis and the Hausa and the Yorubas is not contented with that. They are trying to leave this man. The something is applied to Ezekiel Izogo in 1996 when the first indigenous car in Africa that was built, even before India, everything was. But this Abacha and history destroyed them. We have many of them. It is the same thing that our people should understand, that these people doesn't love us. They're only there to exploit us, take things from our home. We can remember when Osibanjo and Buhari was in power, they were all of them were shouting Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. But where is Ogoni clean up today? When our brothers in our vengeance, when they were reigning during their own time, they used Ogoni clean up and deceive them. I don't know how it happened. But when they laid up their arms, now they can use military, torture everybody, kill at way the way they like. If you just set up a petrol this thing, maybe a refinery on your own, they will come and bombard the whole village, set everything ablaze. But they will go to the north, say the whole parastatal, anything that has to do with oil, maybe the foreign this it will be in the north in Lagos. But for you to come and destroy our land. So I don't know what if our people should as in think back and this thing, we have every cause to fight for this thing. If it means in short, and the way God blessed us, that God gave all of us the power, the mind, the stability, the money, the strength to fight for this cause. If it means carrying God to sponsor this war, we in the homeland, if everybody in the homeland can be donating one Nile, I mean the population of whole Biafrans in homeland can be donating one Nile every day. Who is Nigerian government to stand us? Who is the world to stand us? But everybody will just like they came with different scenario, with different method to as in to brainwash us. They come with the religion, they come with education, many things. So it is time that we have to wake up and fight our freedom. It doesn't matter how long it will take us. But what I know that Biafra will come if we should put our efforts. I know there will be sabotage. I know they will use our own brothers. But no matter anything, at the end of every road begins another road. If our people thinks that they will sabotage that Biafra, no, it's a lie. Biafra must come. Biafra will be the hope of mankind. Biafra will be another ingenuity. I believe that in Biafra, the world will never see another ingenuity. Maybe people are shouting now, the world has developed, they are going to the moon. When Biafra comes, I believe that there will be another ingenuity, there will be another technology that will overwhelm the whole world. Then the people of the world will come to Biafra and take their refuge. So I want to stop here. The only thing we need to now is fund our liberation. As it stands, I will give 1,000 each. This evening, I will give Sister Kilu this thing as we are going, so that our BDF, they will continue to be doing their work marvelously. Thank you. I have to stop the mic so another people can speak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ancestral Warriors. Thank you for that.
Because what I am being on our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win.
Yeah, sorry, can I speak now?
I am ashamed.
Wait.
Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu Abiyama in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwu Abiyama, Biko, since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwu Abiyama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only four. Only four Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men. Until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say we must have a part of it. Until then, and then I have to be honest with you. This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight is the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march. 100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to. Well, I'm tired of broadcasting. I want to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march. The rest can come later on. I no longer give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much. We must go and meet our enemies even if we have only machete and hoes. It is far more better for us to go and meet them and die with a semblance of dignity than with this very humiliation which we encounter every blessed day. We must assemble as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Isioma, go ahead now.
Okay, thank you for giving me the mic. First of all, I want to thank our information minister in the person of Mazi Sonia Barawa for all the good work he has been doing, he has done, and he will still do. And I ask God to reward him immensely for using the wisdom that God has given to him positively to save life and impact life. I also want to thank our APM for the good work he's doing. I pray and I ask God to give him more wisdom and the grace to carry out the duty that has been given to him. I also want to thank all the medias that have always come on space to preach the gospel of Biafra, and also to let our people and the world know what is going on in Biafra land. I also want to give a special thanks to you, Ife. You being a very good, if I should say, detective. And I suggest maybe by the time Biafra will come that you will head the police detective department. I also want to thank everyone here who has spoken. We've all spoken well. It is for the good of our people and for the good of liberation and the restoration of Biafra. But there is something I want, is a kind of suggestion and also a question. I don't know how it will sound, but is my mind keep telling me that since we have like the Biafra Republic Government in Exile website, and since we have also redeclared Biafra, and we are now working towards the liberation of Biafra. I'm asking and at the same time suggesting, is it possible maybe if we can build maybe the cabinet, if they sit together, if they see it, maybe that is something worth doing, maybe create a kind of just call it, say, maybe Biafra redeclaration and the liberation site, where our grievances, the ones that was read during the convention in Finland last year, and maybe will be uploaded, and maybe some of the atrocities that has been, sorry,
Isioma,
yeah.
when last did you visit the Biafran government website? When last
Sorry, I can't hear you.
when last did you visit the Biafran government website?
Okay, okay. I'm here. Okay, okay, okay. It's just what I want to say. That's all. Is there. Yeah, because what I'm
Wait. Let me refresh because I can't hear you. Let me refresh. I can't hear you. Wait. I can't hear any of you. Let me refresh.
to pay them, they will just run the site, to
Isioma,
people.
did you get my
Maybe
message?
now go beyond and not maybe
Isioma,
narrow down to,
Isioma,
because I think that it's
I
not
don't think I can
every.
hear you. Ishama, can you hear me so we
Isioma, can
can?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I asked you something. I said, when last did you visit the Biafran government website?
Last week.
And when you visited the website, you did not see anything that has to do with all the things that you're talking about?
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
So if you saw it, why are you now saying as if the thing is not there?
No, it's not as if it's not there, but I'm just a kind of making a kind of suggestion, something that will be launched to maybe to some how do I put it? Like if someone is doing is like when someone set up a business and the person want to launch his business uh, uh, to a wider maybe view, or people that can view it, but I don't know how to put it. But in that sense,
It's your my wait. You said you want it to be made available on the Biafran government website. The declaration that was read in the convention and everything that was read in that declaration book. So why is it now that I'm trying to respond to you? You're running away from what you said. Is that not what you said?
no. What I say is that
Can you go to
since
YouTube? Wait, can you go to YouTube and then rewind this program and then listen to yourself so that you hear what you said?
no, what I'm saying is this. I understand, but what I'm saying is this.
Wait,
Maybe you
accept
didn't.
what you said. You just said you did not say so. Now you say you understand. Why are you going back and forth? Get the point first. Accept what you said. Don't say you did not say. Now you come back and say I understand. You understand what?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. You are sorry.
You,
You are part and
but
you are part and parcel of. Wait now, calm down. Don't rush. Don't rush because when you rush, you make mistakes. You are part and
okay.
parcel of this government if you are fully in. So you know when something is unveiled, what is posted, and what is done, and whatever that is
Yeah,
happening, and
yeah.
whatever that will come to be and what has been done. So if you now say your declaration, you know where it is. Some other person should be the one asking you where is it now.
No, I'm not talking for myself. What I'm saying is this: like, okay, let me just give this instance. Like I've watched maybe a kind of some movies where someone maybe will be infected with a kind of cancer, and if someone decided to help the person can now create maybe a website, uh, put the picture of the person, then add one or two write-offs, and then host the site and the launch the site to a wider audience, so that the people, maybe we start now, maybe after going through the website, through the person's page and reading what the person is passing through and all whatnot, then the person maybe may decide to assist the person, even if it's with his $1 or something like that. So I'm saying, I know that we have a Biafra Republic government website, and as well as all the things that I'm saying there. But what I'm suggesting is, maybe if there can be a kind of a different site altogether that can maybe bear the name, maybe a Biafra Redeclaration to Liberation site, where all those things can be put together, and all those atrocities, the grievances, and all these things, and a kind of maybe assisting for a global recognition, and maybe a global financial assistance, maybe putting like all these PayPal, something there for anyone, so that when the thing gets to a wider audience, one can easily maybe decide to assist, maybe after going through the atrocities and all what we are going through, and being and on the fact that maybe we are seeking fund for our liberation, that the person can as well maybe support.
Okay, let me address your issue now. The official website where these declaration documents and books are made available is a place that somebody can still make donations. Fine and good. If you want to see it on another uh, website where you can make the donation, if you don't feel comfortable making donations through the official government website, now you yourself, you can own a website created by you. All we need under your website is to put a button of hyperligation. When you click that button of hyperligation from your website, it will bring you to the Biafran government website where you see those books. And then you get it from there, make the payment. Or make support. You can put many hyperligations on your own website supporting the Biafran government. When somebody just click that button on your own website, it is directing the person down to the Biafran government to come and give the support. But we don't want to stand alone. We don't want to stand alone website that somebody goes out there to scam people and then will come back with responsibility.
It's true. It's true. It's true. What you said is true, but it's just that I don't have this knowledge of IT, because I've just been thinking of something like that when it will go to a wider audience, maybe Asia, Australia, America, North America, something like that, that anyone that went through the site can maybe, out of sympathy or whatever, can maybe decide to assist these people with, even if it is $1, something like that. So that's what I was just trying to suggest.
Suggestion. All we need is finance. I just posted a video of PM where he made us understand that we have done everything. All we need now is finance for our liberation. So whichever way that you can raise finance, go and embark on it. Raise that finance, mobilize the people, channel the money down to the Biafra liberation, please. Because we
well, but if I can see maybe somebody that can assist me do that, like what you just said, maybe I can look for a website where maybe it can, after doing it, then maybe I can launch it to a wider audience, so that when they click, like what you said, I don't understand it because I don't have a knowledge of IT. It can still refer them back to the Biafra Republic government website and the donation site, so that they can make it there. That's what I'm just trying to suggest.
not only on individual built websites. You can as well do it on your Facebook or your YouTube channel or your TikTok or your social or any account you have on any of the social medias. You attach a button link there. You chat up the social media helpline, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or whichever. Then you can attach a button link. Then you paste in the website link of Biafran government website where payment are done. They paste the link there. Anybody, after you have created awareness from that your social media handle or or sphere, anybody that
Yeah.
clicks that button or that link, which you have pasted in your social media handle, it will redirect the person back to the Biafran government portal where the person can
Portal.
contribute one or two to make sure something has come into the liberation. So every
Okay.
Biafran should use every means available, every way possible to mobilize people, talk to people, create the awareness, raise funds, and then send down to the website. It is what Minister Ife here and Minister Nkiru and many others have been doing here. They have
Yeah.
created many platforms where people that can donate 5 ejema, 10 ejema, 20 ejema, 30 ejema are doing. And they all come together when like 100 people donate 5 ejema, 10 ejema, 20 ejema on weekly
Yeah.
basis, on daily basis, or monthly basis. It is big thing. Yes. In as much as one granite that we sent out from the stick that we use to destroy the terrorists in the homeland, in as much
Yeah.
as that granite is very expensive, one of it may be costing 5,000 AJ, 10,000 AJ, based on the dimension. But all your small figures and units are very, very important. That is why we call on everyone, don't play with what? Decimals
Yeah.
and digits that you have. When you are counting money, you get to 999. Without you putting the remaining one, it will not become a million. The same thing applies to trillions. Hmm? Same thing applies
Mm.
to any other figure. So that 0.01, that 0.02, that 0.03, that 0.05, that
Mm.
0.049, that 0.89, that 0.99 is very important. We need all of them. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Because why I said it, because most times if I'm going through some things, you will just see maybe this video went viral. It has over 1 million audience, over 2 million audience, so that if one can be able to get something like that that can spread to a wider audience, then even if maybe they all started giving $1, you know what this means. So that's why I'm saying it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Isioma. Razi.
Hello.
Yeah, Razi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good to hear. Good to be on this space. Um, my greeting to everyone on this space. Actually, I don't know where to start from. It's actually my first time joining a space I've been following for years. But what I just want to discuss with my fellow Biafrans is just very simple. I believe we all are logical in thinking. I expect every Biafrans to know the truth. Like what our leaders always say, that it's only truth that can set us free. Everyone is able to identify truth if you see it. I don't know why, like they said, a divided house cannot stand, but everyone should know the right path to be as an individual. If someone can decide and choose a path that is not it's not yielding fruit, you can see it clearly. Because I don't know why we still have some Biafrans that are still supporting or going to the way of NGOZI. I call her NGOZI directly because we know the truth. First of all, it's very, very important and very simple to identify truth. The men on ground, if you're not in agreement with the men on ground, I don't understand how you're gonna say, I'm preaching Biafra, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, everyone must support me, and you are still getting some people that should be logical in their thinking, and still be following this woman.
The thing hurt me so bad, that's why I joined this space. I just want to clarify or to talk to my brothers and my sisters. These things are very simple. The men on ground are there, they need help, they need finance, they need a lot of things to get our liberation. What you just need to do, you should ask this woman if you can't be in good terms with the men on ground that have been there fighting. You used to support all these men when our prime minister is here. Everyone support them, even including this NGOZI, support the men on ground, doing everything possible to support the men on ground. But now that our prime minister is not here, you are no longer in good time with the men on ground. That should send a very red flag. You don't even need, anyone to tell you something is wrong. You
The
identify with the people
the
that
liberation
identify with
the,
the
re-
men on
the
ground.
liberation ar- the liberation army.
Okay, the Liberation Army, sorry. So I believe that everyone that doesn't identify with the Liberation Army that are on ground, I believe that everybody should know that hey, something is fishy here. So I'm just want to encourage everyone to able to identify the truth so that we won't be fooled. Because I feel like people are easily deceived. This is common sense. The defense team that are on ground, if you can align yourself with them, I don't believe that anyone can come out and say I'm fighting for Biafra. So everyone should just take a look on this aspect. I'm talking about the people wallowing in I don't know how to say it. People wallowing in foolishness. Actually, let me use that word because the truth is there. For example, Sonia Barawa, Success, and Raf, they are doing well. When all this started, you can see they are able to identify. So we know the truth. So I'm expecting everyone that is a Biafran to also know the truth and identify with the truth, which is do your daily contribution to the people that they're gonna get it to the men on ground, the defense team that is on ground. So everyone should try and rethink. People wallowing in ignorance should rethink. A woman cannot just come out and be saying, they talk, 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 talk. The structure that have been there, you don't follow it. And you are still seeing people that are still like, hey, this woman, this woman. So I just want to talk to them. Probably some of them might change. So that is just my prayer. Let them have a rethink. If you can identify with men on the ground, I don't think we are going anywhere. So my thanks to Sonia Barawa, Success, our great commander, and everyone that know the truth and identify with the truth. I pray let God bless everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
Uh,
much. Yeah,
uh,
thank you. Yeah,
bye.
yeah.
Thank you. Minister Ife, let me say something before he continues. Um, Thank you to the last speaker. Thank you to everyone. There's one thing we need to start doing if all of us have not been doing before. If you're in the media, we need more of you to be creating posts, not just to repost and share or like. If you go and check your Twitter handle and then you have not created any post, you have not uploaded any video and posted, you have not uploaded any flyer and posted, you only share, 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 like, you are not doing us any good. When we post a video, for everyone that have not upgraded the account to premium, which you have to pay money every month, you can post a video that is limited to 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So if I posted a video, that video is 5 minutes or 4 minutes, by the time you download that video, you can now upload it to create a post. When you drag the timeline to where it finishes, which is within your subscription of 2 minutes, 20 seconds, you can post that one. Then you upload the other second one again, the remaining part, and then drag the timeline to where you uploaded the first one and stop. You upload. We need to all learn how to create posts. It's not just to like and then share. The more posts we create, the more feed it takes over the media and counters the evil narrative against us. So when we share flyer, when we post that flyer, we post that a video or write up. After you share it, also copy it and paste. Copy it and create a post. Yes. Even if you can't copy the text that I write on top, that flyer or that photo that I posted before I write something, screenshot it or save it and then also upload it and save as in your phone. Then create a post. Create a post from your own phone. Like this now, they go far and wide. So if you know you are good in creating posts and you have been doing it, and you can also upload video, please contact IFE. We need all of you that know how to create posts and can be creating, and many of you that have to start creating to do. But contact Minister IFE here. We want everyone to get to do what must be done. Because most of us hang up on the space from morning till night. We only talk. We don't create any post. You need to know the power of you creating a post. Yes, because when you talk, this is a space that will last for like maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 hours, or 2 hours. That space will stay there. But a post that you make will fly more than the space. And people will easily read that thing that you post, and then it will go viral more than. They can screenshot it and put it in other platforms and go. So please, all of us need to start engaging. That is why Onyendo said, every Biafran must be on Twitter. You must write something. He did not say come to Twitter and then just be clicking like and share and then look at what is happening, listen to program when it is going on. No. He did not say enter the space and then just stay and listen. No. He said we should all come to Twitter space, come to Twitter and then create posts, create posts, create posts. Create a post, post something about Biafra, post something about BRGIE, post something about the liberation, post something about the finance. Many of you don't even post anything. You just have an account, you come, you enter space when there is space. So when there is no space, you cannot post something. So please, change the narrative and start posting something. Now, there is this man in the homeland that NGOZI has now used his name to start digging his grave. And he may not know. He may not know this, that NGOZI is now using him to start digging his grave because you are in the homeland. NGOZI is well secured in America. And now, instead of NGOZI to be putting her name on whatever nonsense she's doing, you are the one that NGOZI is using. Christian Udiozo, as she puts your name on all the things that she is publishing now. You are the same Christian Udiozo that she called Engineer Christian Udiozo and say Secretary of State. You see, some of you are very stupid. That is one thing I have to say.
Foolish.
When Prime Minister was here, even you, Christian Udiozo, your name did not come out on the media as the Minister of State for anybody to know. Yes. When you come to official meeting of the cabinet, you just stay there. At times, we don't even want you to show your face so that your life will not be endangered. Your name on publications are not made out in full. We may put your initials and we don't bring out your real face, your name, and push it out there because we know that we have to protect your lives in the homeland. Because it made many of you to believe that you can bring your face out, can call your name out, can call your phone numbers out. You're endangering your lives. Christian Udiozo and what is the other one? Eze Monabi. You guys are the people that this mad woman used to put the lives of Biafrans in the homeland in jeopardy. I am calling your name now because of the nonsense flyer that your madam is sending out, and your name is going, and you're very comfortable with your name on those flyers. As you are comfortable with your names, Minister Ife, mute your microphone. Oh. Minister Ife, mute your microphone.
Kevin.
Minister Ife, mute your microphone.
Kevin.
Minister Ife, can you hear me?
Kevin, are you there?
Ife cannot hear me. Okay, let me bring him down. Bring him.
Yeah, Ife, can you hear me?
Minister Ife, mute your microphone.
Wait, maybe he's having network issues. We'll bring him down and bring him up again. Yeah, it's common for such network problems. We are in this all the time, so we know what we face. Okay, Minister Ife, reach out to the mic again, please. Minister Ife, reach out to the mic again so that we can co-host you. Okay, Eze Munaobi and you, Christian Udiozo, that NGOZI has started putting your name in the media. Ordinarily, I would not come and start calling you, but because you have made yourself to become very useless, you gave NGOZI the power to use your name and start publishing in the media. When Prime Minister was here, you are the one that said your name should not be published. And you know how far the zoo have gone after you before now, and the role that Prime Minister played to make sure you are relocated from where you were before. But now, what are you into yourself? I don't know how much it is giving you that is making you to go kaka. Put your name on the media, write your name as a Secretary of State, put it on a flyer that she's posting everywhere. By the time the zoo now go after you, don't come and start calling anybody. Call your madam. The same way you people gathered Biafrans to put them into trouble. I want us to remember when Prime Minister warned that no public display of Biafrans in the name of protest anywhere. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has said this also. Then DOS decided to go and show themselves. I think that was last year or year before last. And those people that did that protest, many of them were massacred by the zoo terrorists. The zoo terrorists massacred many of them because of the stupidity that you guys wanted to go and prove a point. The same thing that you arranged for Madam You Must Bow the other day that put the lives of many Biafrans in trouble. "37 people were contracted to embark on this nonsense journey that you saw them carrying a flag. "63 people actually decided to fall back because they said their lives were endangered. They did not know where they were going and why they were taking them to such campaign when they know that the zoo is actually looking for them and looking for anything that has to do with Biafra flag. But you see, because you want to endanger the lives of people, your political campaign, we should think that Biafra or BRGIE or USB is where you use Nigerian political campaign to do rally and do campaign to garner populist support. Some of you think that BRGIE is where you come and do political campaign of one Nigeria, where you just go and then catch the minds and the brains of people, give them some money, match them out, they come and sing songs and dance for you. So, Christian Udiozo, You have to stop the nonsense that you are doing. If the mad woman in Georgia is using you to do whatever she's doing, don't go and endanger the lives of Biafrans. I'm begging you people now, before I will now start changing the tone of my voice and the language that I will speak. I'm begging you people now. Let me read the nonsense that you people did. They say we were 37 that embarked on the journey. Then the rentage of the bus, 2 at the rate of 200,000, which became 400,000 total. This is Biafra money that they're using to do this nonsense. So the money that they sit down and then they say they do fundraising on Saturday, they deceive them that the money is going to Biafra Liberation Army, which they have no thing with Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Forces Chief of Defense Staff has even come out and said, I have nothing to do with this evil woman. And because of this now, yesterday, for her to discredit the sit at home, she decided to go and use the voice note of this same Chief of Defense Staff that was made during convention. That was made during convention after Prime Minister was called in for interrogation. Because she's very good in using people's recorded voices to do propaganda. She will look for the part that she wants to come and play, but she cannot bring the entire voice of what you guys were discussing and what our own views are and everyone that spoke. She will go and look for only your own voice to use it to do propaganda. Same thing that she did to the attorney's voice of a PM. Same thing that she has done to even bringing out the official email between the attorney and the lobbies and the prime minister, just to impersonate people and to destroy their image. You had to go and bring the audio communication of the Chief of Defense Staff during convention, when that one thought that everybody understand what we were doing. Who did not know that while Prime Minister was here before convention, that we were already calling ourselves USB? The logo that we have been using of USB, was it not before convention that we brought out the logo? The logo has been there of USB, United States of Biafra. We have to start anticipating the name in our mouth so that we get used to it. So you went and brought the voice note of our Chief of Defense Staff, and then it did not just stop there. The stupid thing in you is that the followers that follows you, listening to the voice, there is nowhere the Chief of Defense Staff said, I condemn sit at home, that there is no sit at home, and I did not pronounce it at home. But only your nonsense write-up. The foolish people that follows you and just love to do propaganda and blackmail, they started pushing it to go far. You see, when God wants to punish many of you, he will not have mercy. Mercy no go there. So as you people go and do political campaign, don't endanger the lives of Biafrans. Christian Udozo, that is working for NGOZI, who calls himself Secretary of State of NGOZI, because you are not Secretary of State to Biafrans, you are to NGOZI Group of USB. They say we were arrested by the zoo police at Newi Divisional Headquarters. Imagine the people that they organized to carry go and do that charade, which all of you saw that they posted the banner and the flags. The zoo police arrested these people. They arrested these people. And they were interrogated. And the driver was unable to defend himself. Then in the process, some of the men uttered words. So 3 of them and the boss were arrested. And they tagged them as a stolen bus and told them to pay for bail. The zoo terrorists told them to pay for bail of 250,000. They pleaded for 160,000. After much delay, they called you, Eze Bunabi, and the Christian Odioso, who are doing this campaign, this political campaign for NGOZI. They called you to come and help them out because people put them in the mess. After the zoo terrorist government have arrested them, they called you people, come and help us out. You people knocked them out at that present state. You people knocked them out at that present state. And these zoo terrorists now had to extort all the money that were with these innocent people that they have confused their brains and used them for political campaign march using Biafra flag. All of them that were arrested, they had to look for money on their own to bail themselves out. And when they came back with the rest of them that were available, they said we shared 130,000 that was left with us. Child. Then the concluding part say, we were supposed to be over 100 that should have embarked on the journey. But some people felt that there was a trap somewhere set for them. So over 63 people stayed behind and said they refused to go, they cannot follow and go again. Because they are afraid that they have been set up. So, Christian Odioso, Eze Bunabi, we are calling on you to stop this nonsense. You did not do this nonsense while Prime Minister was here. In as much as you were doing some other nonsense, your nonsense did not escalate to this point. So now that Prime Minister is not here, you now think that you have arrived and you can go ahead and jeopardize the lives of Biafrans. It's a warning. It's a warning. Biafrans' lives matters. The Biafrans that were slaughtered recently, none of you can do anything for them. None of you have been able to do anything for them. Not even to host a program to condemn the terrorists, or to even do anything that can shake the terror. You don't have the balls because you can't. NGOZI is protecting our business in America. She cannot do anything that will hinder our business, that will, at the end of the day, stop our business license or stop our business from our continuing to make our money. But when you see people that are ready to sacrifice their lives for Biafra to come, you tend to destroy them because you think that it is business as usual as the political campaign of one Nigeria. Christian Odioso, this is a warning to you. Stop endangering the lives of Biafrans. No matter how much that you are paid, no matter how much you are given to do this nonsense, stop endangering the lives of Biafrans. We continue to warn, stop endangering the lives of Biafrans. Allow NGOZI to use her own family to go and do political campaign. Let her go and print a banner herself. And you, the person that carried the contract of the banner, you know yourself. Oh? The person that carried the contract of the banner, you know yourself. The person that carried the contract of the banner, you know yourself in Owerri State. The person that carried the contract of the banner, you know yourself in Owerri State. Stop endangering the lives of Biafrans. Many of you are actually those that Prime Minister have given work to do before and you sabotage. That's why I'm just laughing at some of you. Because you guys don't know how prepared we are for this Biafra and to defend the gate of the Biafra liberation. To make sure nobody destroys everything that has to do with BRGIE, because many people have died. The women and children that died yesterday and the day before, they died because of Biafra. They did not die because they are Igbos. They did not die because they are Kalabari. They did not die because they are IBIBIO or EFIK or Igala. No. They did not die because they are Orobo or Sheke. They died because they are Biafrans. That is why they killed them. Because they identify themselves as Biafrans. They were born as Biafrans and they find themselves in the territory of the Biafran region. That is why they have been specified as endangered species against the terrorist resistance of one Nigeria. So, those of you working for the mad woman in Georgia who calls herself DPM of USB Nigeria, disease from endangering the lives of Biafrans. You can continue to work for her and collect money if it is the money you want from her, but don't drag the lives of other Biafrans into it, because the madness that the people have done have caused the life of Biafrans. Tomorrow is our sit at home. If you want to be stubborn to the death of the Biafran people that have been massacred, show your worth, so that the death of the Biafrans will tell you who they are. Veteran Dragon, are you the next to speak? Or is it Meet BRGIE? Or is it Toti? I don't find Ife again. Ife, where
It's,
are you?
it's me, Honorable Minister.
Meet, go ahead.
Oh, thank you for your submission, Honorable. I wanted to tell the man who spoke first before the last man to understand that whatever you want to do on internet, you should contact the Honorable Minister of Communication, Information and Digital Technology, because there is no whims and caprices that could come now that we cannot outsmart. Am I speaking, Honorable Minister?
Yes, your voice is coming out. Yeah, go on.
There is nothing about education in terms of digital technology that we cannot outsmart. Anybody that wants to come and support Biafra must speak his mind to the Minister of Communication and Digital Technology. He don't study book more than me. What I mean is this: you that is coming to say you have an idea that we don't have, you have not started now. You have not started studying book. Let me tell you. What NGOZI or Abeze is suffering from is called cerebral psychophobia materum nana. What NGOZI or Abeze is suffering is cerebral psychophobia materum nana. What did I say? What NGOZI or Abeze is suffering is cerebral psychophobia materum nana. It is a disease of brain psychology inherited in
Can anyone see? Can anyone see here? They made BRGIE. I can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him as well. It's like the network has kicked him out.
Okay, Toti, pick the mic. Toti, can you handle the co-host at this time? Are you free?
Yeah, I'm free now. You can send the co-host to me.
Okay, thank you. So meet BRGIE. When you come back, you can continue.
Yeah. Veteran Dragon, you can go ahead now, Veteran Dragon. Veteran Dragon, are you there? Okay, in absence of Veteran Dragon, Kelvin, are you there? Kelvin, are you there? It's like Kelvin is. Ancestra, are you there? Yeah, please, can anyone hear me? Information Minister, can you hear me?
I'll go and come back. Network is really breaking. Let me go and come back. I can't hear anything.
Okay, go down. I will bring you up back. You just go down. I will bring you up back. What about Veteran Dragon? Are you there, or are you still have? Go down. I will bring. Yeah. All right. In absence of those on the speaker section, I just want to make the submission as well. We all know the situation we are right now. There is not too much talk to be made over here. All we need now is to fund our Biafran Defense Forces, which we all know we have been waiting for a situation like this when the liberation of our land will commence. And now they have come out to inform all of us by sharing the flyer for the past few days now that the liberation will start from tomorrow, which is the 13th of February, and on the 14th of February. And it won't even stop at the 14th of February. It will now become a continuous thing to make sure that our land is liberated. And we all know we have been talking, we have been educating ourselves and all over social media platforms, especially here on Space. And now is the time for us to start showing workings and reduce the talking. And I still want to urge, because the submission made here so far, one of our brother is the Young Money Alex made a submission of about one of his brother or a friend that wanted to support the liberation of the Biafran people, but due to some kind of misunderstanding that has been going on since after the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra in Finland, Lati, in Helsinki, Lati. I just want to tell you, Young Money, Alex, you need to tell your brother or your friend to come back and start supporting, because we only have one government. And you know, sometimes whenever something good wants to come, we have some kind of challenges, even in our own personal life and in our personal walks of life. We do have this kind of challenges, but we will not back down or back off because of those challenges, and live to do what we're supposed to do in order to actualize our dreams individually. Likewise, the liberation of our people, you just have to tell them. And I believe with what is going on now, the whole Biafran people have come to understand their government and the real government that was instituted by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and that government still stands. And nobody has the power to bring down the government until our land is fully liberated, because it is clearly stated in our charter. And you know, in situation like this, you don't need to listen to anybody. What you have to do, you just go to the charter, and then you will see what the charter says, because the charter represents every true Biafrans. As long as you're a Biafran, the charter is representing you. The charter is your right, and the charter is your voice. So you don't need to start looking for where to listen from, or where to believe.
just believe the charter. And it was stated clearly in the charter that before a transitional government will take place, the land needs to be liberated, because you cannot be creating a transitional government from exile. It's not possible. And I believe that most of us here are educated, and most of us here lives in the Western world, and we know how things like these are being practiced over there. And we should not start bringing in that mentality of Nigeria. You understand? Because we all have been fighting to break away from that contraption called Nigeria, and we don't need to bring anything, not even a strain of hell, from Nigeria into Biafra. We want to be one of the best country in the world, and it starts now individually. And what we are fighting for is for the betterment of everybody. We are not here because we love one individual and hate one individual. We are here because we want a better life for everybody. We want the things that we've been lacking since we have been in that contraction called Nigeria. We want to make sure that those things that have been lacking since when we were born, that all those things are being achieved in Biafra land. And it starts with our constitutional right, of which the charter is the only law that is standing now as our constitutional right until the land is fully liberated and restored unto its glory, where we all we have that our fundamental right as a human being, and also benefit from the government. Because if we start now and start going against our charter and then we get our freedom, maybe one day somebody will just wake up. Maybe me now on Totiva will just wake up and say, I'm the new president in Biafra. And it sounds so awful, and it sounds so foolish that somebody will just come and arrogate one position onto himself without being elected, of which even the charter clearly stated before you can be able to occupy any governmental office in Biafra, you need to pass through due process. And the due process, the Biafran people need to vote you in before you can be able to occupy such office, not because maybe I'm close to, maybe for example, now I'm close to the Honorable Minister of Information, which is Sonny Akbarawa, and tomorrow maybe Sonny Akbarawa now is on sick leave, and I will just wake up one morning and say I am the new information minister. It doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I don't see the reason why anybody will be supporting such an act of insubordination, because that's an act of insubordination. And those things is not welcome in Biafra. So we are urging every one of us, because the battle has already begun, and whatever granite that goes out from the walking stick of the Biafran Liberation Army needs to be replaced. And we all have been shouting. That we want the Biafran Liberation Army to start protecting our land, because for quite some time now, since our Prime Minister was invited for questioning, there have been some kind of unprovoked killings from the occupational terrorist forces of the Nigerian terrorist government, And we all have seen on social media the way these videos have been flying around. Just imagine that one of our brothers that went to the stream with the bike and with his little puppy, they just murdered the guy in cold blood. And that our brother can be any one of us. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you reside, because even though if you feel that maybe you're residing abroad, maybe one or two things will bring you back home tomorrow, and such thing can likewise happen to you. So we should not be maybe thinking that, okay, because I'm not in homeland, is not my problem. Even though if you are not there, one of your relatives, one or two of your relatives are still residing over there in Biafra land, and their life also matters, just like the space we had before our Honorable Information Minister opened this one. Like, our life matters. We should start taking our life seriously, because if we don't start taking our lives seriously, I don't think the world will respect our life. That is why our Biafran Liberation Army have taken it upon themselves to make sure that our lives back home are secured and well preserved, because the blood of a Biafran spilled is an abomination unto God. And the good men have reason to say enough is enough. Now is the time, most of you that have been channeling your funds to the wrong direction, and then that particular individual that some of you have been channeling your funds to have come out on several occasions to tell you people that the money is for humanitarian aid. And if I may ask, where is this humanitarian aid going? This humanitarian aid are going to places like Afghanistan, Syria, Ukraine, and the rest of the war-torn countries that are into war. Then what about our people back home? What about the Biafran people? Although what we need now is to liberate our land, we don't need any humanitarian aid from anybody. The most important thing, you must live before you eat. It's only the living that eat. So it's very important that we start channeling that money and ignore all these noises that have been flying up and down. Ignore all this saga, because saga cannot give us freedom. And some people have, there's something I want you guys to understand, because I've seen that so many people now have started opening YouTube channels. Even people that doesn't have YouTube channels, when our prime minister was there with us, they have started opening YouTube channels because they feel they can use the Biafra struggle as a business. Just like one particular individual that says he's earning £3,000 every month. And then after he made that statement on social media, I now started seeing many people opening all these YouTube channel, monetizing their YouTube channel just to make money out of the Biafran Liberation project, of which I have seen that so many people that have been pretending to be with us since our prime minister have been around with us. They have not really been here. They have been here for their own selfish interests, and now is now manifesting. So ignore all those noises. Those are all those things that are making there are just noises. Focus on the main goal. Let our eyes be on the board. Our men are out to do the job, and our duty is to fund the Biafran Liberation Army. They are out. Our Biafran Liberation Army is out now to do the job. We all have been clamoring for quite some time now. Some people have been complaining, what are the Biafran Liberation Army doing? Our people are dying. Our people are suffering. Our people are being molested every day and night. And now they have said enough is enough, that the cleansing of the land will commence in full force. And once it commences, it will never stop until our land is liberated. That is why fund, most especially, is needed for the job to get done as soon as possible, as we all have been clamoring for all these years. So I want to urge everybody, and also young money Alex, try to talk to that your brother in particular to come back and start funding the liberation of his fatherland, because it's very, very, very imperative that we do this, because nobody will do this for us. We all have seen since the time of our leader, Mohammadi Kemaz Nnamdi Kanu. He has been shouting, crying, writing petitions to ICC, to UN, to AU. He has been writing all these petitions, but all of them have ignored the plight of the Biafran people. And we have all risen up to say enough is enough. We are going to take our destiny into our hands and fight and make sure we liberate ourselves. And I believe by the time this war starts getting tougher and tougher, they will be forced to ask what is happening in that particular region, in the West African region, which is Biafra land. And I want to urge everybody, now is the time for us to dip our hands into our pockets, into our purses, into our bags, into our accounts, and start funding the liberation. Is very, very important. It's very, very important. And I still want to reiterate that we only have one government, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile, of which our prime minister have spoken through his civil attorney, that everybody should fall back to the regional government, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile. Because, yes, quite all right, as our information minister have said severally here on the space today, we all agree that, yes, we are now United States of Biafra, but we are not yet fully liberated. And is the Biafra Republic government in exile that is going to liberate United States of Biafra? Because you cannot tell the world that you are a government that is fighting to liberate. You are a government which is a Biafra Republic government in exile that is fighting to liberate United States of Biafra. And tomorrow you now go to tell them that you are now United States of Biafra. Then it sounds so so stupid because you have to wait for the right thing to be done before you start carrying yourself as United States of Biafra, and which the charter also stated it very clearly that the Biafran Republic government in exile, that once the international community starts recognizing the United States of Biafra, then the BRGIE will be the BRGIE will now start a transitional government with the de facto government homeland, and the Biafra Republic government in exile will now be put in stop. So it is clearly stated in the charter, and the charter should be our Bible. Because even most of us, when we were in that contraction called Nigeria, most of us don't even know the law. We don't know the constitution. And I would urge every one of us to start paying keen interest into our charter and even our constitution when it will come into place when our land is fully liberated. It's very, very important that you know your right as a citizen, because you know what the damage that was done to us when we are still with that contraction corner is that many of us doesn't know the law. We don't know our right as a citizen, and the corrupt politician in that contraction called Nigeria now took it as an advantage to to deal with us, and people like Mazi and Namdekano stood up and said enough is enough, and we all see the kind of boldness and braveness he showed in the court and the last court appearance on Monday in the Zoological Republic court, and at least that one should also, encourage all of us that he has not given up. If he can be in that place where he is in that DSS dungeon and still have such boldness and braveness and that kind of determination that yes, what he wants is Biafra, then what of us? What about us, we that are free out here, going about our daily business and doing whatever we like? I don't think anyone should be confused or discouraged to do the needful, because the reason why Mazin Nnamdi is where he is today is because of us. He's fighting for us. He's not fighting for himself, because he's already a well-made man before he started doing what he's doing. That kept him where he is today. And if although that he wants to live a better and bigger life, he will compromise. But for us to see him after 4 years in that DSS dungeon and he still stands strong, brave, and bold is a very big encouragement to every one of us. So please, we all should come together. Now is the time for us to come together and find a way to fund our liberation, to fund our Biafran Defense Forces, to get the job done for all of us, so we can be able to go back home happy at the end of the day and reclaim our heritage and our rights, which is the Biafran land and the resources in that land, which at the end of the day is going to be a very big beneficiary to every one of us. You understand? Even if you have a child tomorrow, or those of us that have children, at least there will be some kind of room for free education, free healthcare, good pipe bomb water. You understand? Good roads. And even though you can even approach the government for loan if you have a business idea, or you have a talent to invent things, it will be a very big opportunity for us. So we shouldn't be looking at the perspective of when we're in Nigeria. We should be looking at it in a very big perspective that Biafra will change and turn around the life of every Biafran, and also some of our brothers in the African continent and the world at large. So I encourage every one of us, now is the time. Ignore the noises, because the noises can never give us Biafra. And as we all can see, the Biafran Republic government is moving very fast with speed to get the job done. And it's our duty as citizens to support our government to make sure the work is done and done very fast for the benefit of every one of us. Yeah. So. I would like to stop here. MID Briggy, your hand is up. Do you want to say something, sir?
Thank you, my brother. You've spoken very voluminously. Just as I said before, and I reiterate that what NGOZI is suffering from is what you call psychophobia materia nanana. For us to understand the handwriting of BRGIE, which is the artifact and the desire of our people, you see it in the charter of the Confederating State of Biafra. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Go on, sir.
Because I'm on the way. I'm a boss.
Yeah,
Meaning that
yeah, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. You can go on.
I'm always on movement. People should understand that the military man is always on the movement. I speak in respect of page 27 of the Biafran Confederating State Charter. It says from Act 2.3 AIV 10 of the de facto government in line with the BRGIE. I read verbatim. The term of the BDFG shall last from now, October 2023, until Biafra is fully liberated from the Nigerian occupation forces. Immediately after the full liberation of Biafra, the Biafran de facto government shall transform into the transitional government of Biafra, EGB, during which Biafran socio-political and civic structures shall be put in place a period not exceeding or to exceed 4 years. At the conclusion of that period, the transitional government of Biafra (TGB) shall unconditionally cease. Are we in that period now? That is the question I'm asking you.
No, sir. No, sir. We are not in that period, no, sir.
Thank you very much. Now, and shall replace and shall be replaced by a duly constituted government of Biafra, followed by a constitutional conference. We are talking about prenatal and postnatal. Do you know the difference between prenatal and postnatal? Do you know the difference between prenatal and postnatal of a nation? It's a question. Second, it means that you should not do abortion of a state. Nobody should do an abortion of a state. What we did is called redeclaration. After redeclaration, you need to defend the land. Very simple, or what you call simplicity. But some people who are suffering from what you call psychophobia, as Achikate Ekwono took the advantage of the gullibility of some people And they want to go in line with the caliphate to destroy our people. They can never succeed. Am I speaking? Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you. Go on,
No,
sir.
they cannot succeed. They cannot succeed. Because they cannot succeed in her Minasia Menesta. She cannot succeed. I am not telling her. But the charter is telling her that she cannot succeed. That is the reason and why, after the written and the stipulation of that paper that said, you, Ngozi Rabeze, should desist from using the name of Prime Minister or any insignia, that is the language, pertaining to BRGIE and Biafra, to portray yourself. And she came back rigmarole. Ngozi Rabeze is not a political scientist, but she is traced to what you call psychiatric expertise, which we need to verify. If you watch what Ngozi Rabeze is doing, you see it is always on imitation. That is what Anne Arendt said around 1939. That some people go in imitation of originals. Imitation of original. Ngozi Beze is doing what you call imitation of original. That is the reason why she continues using on behalf of Prime Minister. And she says as well, COS of Biafra Republic. There is nothing like COS of Biafra Republic. COS to a president, or COS to a leader, or COS to prime minister. But when your prime minister tells you to back down or to fall back, you must respect your prime minister, your president, or your leader. Am I speaking?
Yes, sir. You're coming out. Go on, sir.
Thank you very much. On page 28, the names and the structure of Biafra. Article 2.3 BI, the structure of Biafra. Biafra shall be constituted of self-governing, self-regulating entities called states. I want you to get the point, called states. It is from this point that that devilish woman or woman came and said the United States of Biafra. Are you getting what MID is saying? Along with their respective populations who have mutually dedicated and mutually chosen to create an umbrella governance system called the Government of the Federation of Biafra. Do you get the point now? Do you get the point now? From page 20 of the Charter of the Confederating State of Biafra, write this page down. You see where they got the negative ideology of the unscrupulous nominal United States of Biafra that Ngozi Rabeze is trying to bastardize. It's from page 28. Otherwise known as Confederating State of Biafra. That is what is supposed to be called. CSB, to which these participating states give the power and authority carried out through the instrument of property and formally elected representatives of the states to constitute the government of the Confederating State of Biafra. Did you hear anything about the United States of Biafra? No. This is to show you that United States of Biafra is just a proposed name with all the implications of governance thereof included. I stop there. Brothers and
Yeah,
sisters and lovers, I'm coming. Brothers and sisters and lovers of freedom. I want us to understand that the spirit of the liberation of Biafra is within our people. And we should be very, very keen in understanding when somebody is leading us astray. Our Prime Minister did not lead us astray. Our Odogu Nnamdi Kanu did not lead us astray. Our Chukwemeka Dean Odumegojukwu did not lead us astray. But the woman is trying to lead us astray. Knowing that freedom fight for the liberation of a nation is not to be handed over to a mother. A mother is the custodian of life, not a liberation force. I my mind. Thank you, Reverend. I am His Academic Highness. I need my mind.
yeah, thank you so much, Honorable MID BRGIE, for that educative and informative submission. And it's very, very important that such education is coming from our ministers to the Biafran people, for them to understand their charter, to understand their right as a citizen, and understand their place in their country and in their government. Because when we keep talking about government, we people, we think that maybe those few people in the governmental houses or offices are the government. No, those people are not the government. We the people are the government, and we are the people that elected these officials to be handling our day-to-day affairs in our country. And we too have a say, and it is our duty as citizens to protect the charter, which is our constitutional right in this fight for liberation. And we all need to defend that charter with whatever we have in us as citizens of Biafra. And as our MID Brigade just said, United States of Biafra is a proposed name, not yet recognized. You can only start using that name when it's been recognized by other international bodies like the United States of America, the UN, the AU, and other international communities and countries. And that is when you will start using that name. And we should not be deceived by anybody trying to make us, trying to deceive us by using that name, United States of Biafra, all because we went to Lati, Finland, last year, 2024, to redeclare the United States of Biafra. Yes, we've already redeclared our nation, but we still need to fight for it to be established among other nations around the world. And before I give the mic to our honorable information minister, I still want to make this announcement. The place for those of us like the young money, you were asking about how to contribute or how to encourage your brother or your friends to start contribute. You can go to the government website. We have the www.ipobinusa.org/donate, and we still have the www.biafrarepublicgov.org-donate or task. So you can just type that on your phone, and you will see it will pop up from there, and then you can make your donations. There are so many options there where you can make your donations, and if you cannot make your donations online, you can be able to contact your de facto government in your homeland. If you are in any of the Telegram channel group, you can ask and request how to make the donations locally, and then you will be advised and guided on how to make your donations, because every ejema, every eje counts as it stands now. So we should all start doing what we are supposed to do, why our government do the one they're supposed to do, and why our Biafran Liberation Army also do the one they're supposed to do, because at the end of the day, there's a division of labor. So everybody should play his or her role very well and perfectly to make sure we actualize our dream country, which is beloved Biafra, United States of Biafra. Honorable Information Minister, your hand was up before. Do you want to say anything, sir?
Wait. Before Information Minister, I wanted to conclude what I'm saying with the whooping sum of 200 AGM total for February. Honorable Minister,
Thank you,
let
ma'am.
me finish what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Yes, total in February ending. That is the total. Thank you.
Thank you, Machinake. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Minister Toti. Thank you, Minister Ife, young and ancestral warrior, and every one of us that have been here since morning. Even for the past 48 hours, the media has been a cock. I want to salute your commitment and your resilience and your sacrifices. Your consistency is top-notch. Thank you to the media. Thank you to the Biafra Defense Forces. Thank you, resistance fighters. Thank you, the Navy. Thank you, the Air Force. Thank you, every armed group that is standing to defend motherland. Thank you to all Biafrans that are making donations to support what we are doing. And thank you to all of you on defense. Also, thank you to those of you that are fighting what we are doing to destroy. Yes, because if you don't start fighting what we are doing to destroy, the best of us will not be seen. We wouldn't know that we have to use a different tactics and wisdom that we have not applied before to come out to be able to showcase something new. So we're already on Thursday. We are already on Thursday, and the sit at home has begun. So we will be bringing this program to an end, so that when we see Biafrans in the morning, from their end, we will join them in singing and dancing the glory of Biafra. I salute all of you who have keyed in. Please send a message to your entire family and let them observe and mourn the death of Biafrans as we leave the rest for the Biafra Liberation Army to do their work. Thank you so much, and see you all later on. Ndewo from here. Ndewo.
Mende, we know the look face. Gotta go. Let's go. Airborne. Mende, we know the look face. Gotta go. Let's go. Airborne. It's from Lucky Star. In preparation for our men on ground, our angel, Biafran Liberation Army. Breaking. The Biafran Defense Forces, BDF, through its governing council, has issued a 2-day lockdown to combat the threats posed by the enemies of Biafra, aiming to harm Biafrans. Therefore, from Thursday, February 13, 2025, to Friday, February 14, 2025, there will be a total lockdown across all 40 states of Biafra. All federal and state secretariats in Biafra land are to shut down operations until further notice. All cults of injustice within Biafra land are also expected to cease operations within Biafran territory until further notice. Meanwhile, banks and schools will close during this sit-at-home period and resume immediately after the lockdown. We therefore ask the citizens of Biafra to stay off the roads and streets of Biafra land as we mourn those who have been slaughtered across Biafra land, reportedly by Nigeria-sponsored terrorists. Following the slaughter/massacre of unarmed civilians of the Biafran extracts, the Biafran de facto government in homeland and defense headquarters, Biafran Liberation Forces in defense of Biafra from terrorist invaders, hereby declares total lockdown of Biafran land to mourning the deaths of the Biafran. Every Biafran is hereby advised to keep these days holy. Thursday, 13 and Friday, 14 February 2025, the zoo is in trouble. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Biafrans detained. Finland should release PM Simon Ekpa. Signed by Defense Directorate of Information, General Holy Ghost. Biafran Liberation Army. Oh, when you stop us, you stand on our way, you die by correction. The fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom. Rosso Nabia, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Eza. He has given the warning to the zoo. He may choose you will be sent to judgment, yo. Only lying, you will be sent to judgment. If you not come off for road, you will be sent to judgment. Breaking. The Biafran Defense Forces, BDF, through its governing council, has issued a 2-day lockdown to combat the threats posed by the enemies of Biafra, aiming to harm Biafrans. Therefore, from Thursday, February 13, 2025 to Friday, February 14, 2025, there will be a total lockdown across all 40 states of Biafra. All federal and state secretariats in Biafra land are to shut down operations until further notice. All cults of injustice within Biafra land are also expected to cease operations within Biafran territory until further notice. Meanwhile, banks and schools will close during this sit-at-home period and resume immediately after the lockdown. We therefore ask the citizens of Biafra to stay off the roads and streets of Biafra land as we mourn those who have been slaughtered across Biafra land, reportedly by Nigeria-sponsored terrorists. Following the slaughter/massacre of unarmed civilians of the Biafran extracts, the Biafran de facto government in homeland and defense headquarters, Biafran Liberation Forces in defense of Biafra from terrorist invaders, hereby declares total lockdown of Biafran land to mourning the deaths of the Biafran. Every Biafran is hereby advised to keep these days holy. Thursday, 13 and Friday, 14 February 2025, the zoo is in trouble. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Biafrans detained. Finland should release PM Simon Ekpa. Signed by Defense Directorate of Information, General Holy Ghost. You will be sent to judgment, yo. Only lying, you will be sent to judgment. If you not come off for road, you will be sent to judgment.